Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the coach's desk. How is everybody doing? Big up on yourself. Thanks for tuning in. All right, people. Hey, you see that Premier League game last evening? That Premier League game? Yeah, telling you, man. You see that Premier League game? It not normal, you know. That Premier League game the last evening not normal, you know. End-to-end stuff. End-to-end stuff. You understand? It was a very, 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 very good encounter. But as you can see in the title, people, another failed campaign. That's what we really want to talk about. You're free to give us a call in. Let me see if I could put the number. All right, so there's a number you can call in and express yourself. Last night we were on and I tell you, we just have a jump off. Jump off. So this is the post-game analysis. Just to let you know, well, you already know what transpired in the game. It was just oh boy. It was just a bad game overall. So big up on yourself, people. What's popping? What's popping? And when people are not too interested in football, again, because like I said, another failed campaign. We were this close to qualify, yeah, and then it was just snip of the finger snatched out. But are we being realistic? Do we really think that we deserve to qualify for that World Cup? No, seriously. You think we deserve to qualify for that World Cup? You think we should have gotten that pass? Even with the sort of preparations that we did? I don't know. It's kind of bad to know, that we wanted to qualify given the circumstances, knowing what we went through, the team, the preparations. It kind of set away. Bridging. For we just want qualify and we know say yeah. Set away, man. Anyways, big up on yourself. We say Fabian Full in the building. Big up Fabian Full. Stefan Wright. Big up yourself. Toughy Rudy. Bless up Toughy Rudy. Calvert Barkley. Big up yourself. Thanks for joining. But you see, even after that, pure madness are going on with the travel arrangements, Pure madness. Thank you, Stefan. We weren't deserving of it. I would say the same thing. Even though deep down I'd want to qualify, but we don't deserve it, man. Nobody now gonna hand nothing give us, man. It's not gonna be handed down to us like that, Mm-hmm. But the youth them have some travel arrangement issues. Today is when? Today is Thursday. Someone probably not reach until Friday. They're traveling to Miami. It's just a all round bizarre trip. You understand? And then there are problems in the JFF. Wind Gensec, look like him gonna resign. Man, them say Paul Hall has to go. Yeah, there's some whole part things, people. Whole part things are going. But nevertheless, even though we don't think the team deserve it, it's still sad to know that they didn't qualify, knowing that only one goal beat us. And it was a thunderous strike. Yeah, it was a thunderous strike from the play there. I mean, I didn't see where we offer any resistance. I didn't see where we offer any impetus. We were saying that word throughout the entire game. No, the mobility was poor. There was no link between the defense, midfield, and forward. It was just crazy. Out coached and all of these things. You understand? You have some players on that should have been introduced in the game. They have not. I am hearing that players were on the pitch because scouts were there to watch particular players. Some whole heap of foolishness. Whole lot of foolishness. And you can't go in a tournament like that, hoping to qualify and expect that you're going to qualify with all of these issues. If we want to give players opportunity, man, like then go do trial, man. Can't bring them in a national team just because of that. That's unacceptable. You understand? Unacceptable, man. Full time now, we try to prepare a team to compete and stop preparing a team that we're going to try and get players out of the country. Nothing is wrong with getting the players out of the country. It's just how you do it. Find another method. Find another method. The football can't be held at ransom just because of a player seeking opportunity. Scouts are there to watch. And him now play good and you not take him off. How does that look on the coach? To know that the scout is watching and the player is not playing good and you keep him on. What sort of effect will we have in the game? None. Will the scout be impressed? I don't know. I wouldn't be based on how the player played. So it's a whole lot of things, man. We were poor in defense. We were poor in attack. We did not create any chance. A few shots we had on goal. Possibly they were long range shots. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy, people. Crazy. And we have to wait another period of time. Then you have the U17 coming up. The female team. You understand? A bag of things. A bag of things. So let me jump in the comment section and see what can become or what you have been saying in the comment section. Big up on yourself, seeing people. Just remember to like the stream. Like the stream. And if you're new around here, please remember to hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the coach's desk. Yeah. Before I get in the comment section. So, of course, we know Dominican Republic, first time they are going to be qualifying for the World Cup at this level. So they were hungry. They were playing for it. You know what I mean? And Angel Emmanuel Montes de Oco Genoa, he was the scorer in the 9th minute, and they held that lead for the entire game. So we had 11 shots, 5 from Dominican Republic. Out of the 5, they had 3 on target. Out of the 11 shots that we took, 2 were on target. Possession 54% for Dom Jamaica 46%. We had 317 passes, Dom 365. 1 year worth of pass. Their passing accuracy was 78, ours 75. Fouls 10 from us, 15 from them. Yellow card 1. No red cards. Offside 2 from them, none from us. That shows that we didn't create anything up front. No creativity in the game. Corners 5. We had 6 corners. It was not a one of those games. You see what is happening now? That's how I felt on the game last evening, to be honest. That's how I felt watching the game. The game was dead. It had no life. Boring. All of these things. All of these things. You know what I mean? And trust me, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't a. If I never started the live, I tell us them what I just cut. Yeah, man, to be honest. So that is how the cookie crumble. Another failed campaign. Seeing a team. Was it the U20 girls? No, the U20 boys. The U17 are up, and the senior ladies. So I don't know what will come out of that. But one thing I can say, I'll be supporting, but I'm not hopeful. Let them qualify. All right. No, coach. In my opinion, we weren't deserving of it. All right. The main reason Jamaica is more successful at track and field is because track and field is an individual sport. Yup. Rohan Smith, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And you can call in people, call in and let us hear your voice. Seymour Roberts, I don't think so. From the beginning, it wasn't a good look. Exactly. Blessings, coach. Wish the youngsters all the best in their future endeavors. Hope they go back and watch the games and learn from their mistakes. That's a good one, Anonymous OG. Certainly, that is something that they can take lessons from this encounter. There are a lot of teachable moments from this encounter that I believe that they could take away. So it's just for them to just bounce back from this. Exactly, Anonymous. Rowan Smith, the only place success comes for work is in the dictionary. Shaquille Smith, I am of the belief that no team deserves anything, but definitely had enough individual quality to qualify. It comes down to poor coaching and poor man management, along with the incompetent JFF. All right, Toughy Rudy, I think we don't do enough from selection to no international friendlies and all the other politics and unorganization. But the World Cup was right there for the team. Yeah, still was there. Gen second, the JFF 3 card, man. Why Barkley cannot make this team? I don't know, Calvert. We asked the same question. Did we have a coach? We had a plethora of coaches down there. Why do Jamaican teams always bypass the midfield? Why call midfielders in the squad? We don't use them. What's the point? Exactly. Or is it a case where the midfielders are not presenting themselves, Shaquille, and they are often bypassed because come present yourself? Or we were just trying to utilize the height of the forward, hold up the ball, play back, help out midfield. I don't know. I can't answer that one. Real nine, big up yourself. Welcome. Shaquille, pass the ball between the CBs and goalkeeper, then both up the striker. What's the point? Exactly. Wouldn't be surprised if that's true about scout watching because I have never seen a tournament games 2 days apart where you played players for 90 minutes entire tournament. Bad decision. That is the ramification of the hustling mentality that we as Jamaicans have. We try to hustle everything. Kobe Thomas are rotten. We're on the bench. See him only get through on late in the second half. Right, Ryan Ellis. The club is the problem. Why I saying that it coming like election? If you don't want JLP to win, you vote them out. If you want PMP to win, you vote for them. Simple as that. We don't want no change. Exactly. Some persons who control the change, I think they are quite comfortable with what is taking place in the football. So we don't expect any change because of what is happening. You understand? So that is the situation as is right now. Breaking news: Tottenham are in advanced talks to sign Jed Spence. So we hear more about that in the coming days. All right, Ron Ellis. I am even concerned about the ladies, as talented as they are. No friendlies. USA, Haiti, and Mexico all played 2 friendlies with less than 10 days. All right. Coach, I bet Domre play the best players them have available, and you don't hear about quota and mixture. I don't really vex because is we shooting ourselves in the foot. All right, Kevin. So, coach, with all these failed campaigns, what's the common denominator? You're a bright person, Stefan. You must see common denominator, man. Coach, I'm not an expert at football, but I challenge anyone, even you, LOL, when it comes to track. But I have question: shouldn't Scarlett be in the game even the last 10 minutes to help? Yeah, of course. People were calling for him. 5 changes we have, They said they bring on persons who were defenders when the forward sit down on the bench. Coach, if you watch the game properly or all the games, when the fullbacks have the ball, CDM keeps pointing and telling them to go down the wing. But they're not. The man them know on the ball, coach. It begs to wonder if the coach strategy. Remember me did I say that to you, Stefan? One day for the coach's strategy, bam, bam, and hit it long on Clark, hold up the ball, or it's towering strength, and then try to get a goal. I said that earlier. When the new Jamaica U23 start camp next year? When will? Probably a day before whatever they're going to do. I mean, I tell you, Prodigy can't answer that. Can't answer that at all. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. It's just sad. It's just sad. And then for the youth, them go through that tournament, the tournament end, and they can't find some peace to leave the country. All bangarang are gone. But imagine the youth them there and they're going through some crazy stuff. Right? But at the same time, you heard that parents, they would have made contributions to ensure that certain things are covered. Yeah. Parents made contributions. Remember them kids in the man, them are gonna want to support them right through it in the man, especially the ones that may come from overseas, you know. So why things were lacking there? Why there are deficiencies in certain areas? I don't know. Where's that funds? You have hopes, that's why you're asking. I'm not sure. This situation getting really ridiculous now. Time for a change. Listen, God bless you. The administration not changing. People out there, the administration not changing. Why the administration not changing? Because the Paris Association presidents, they are okay with it as is. When you think a joke? If you don't think a joke, wait till the next election. When you think a joke. Think a joke, man. It is ludicrous the state at which things are progressing. Me not like it. Me not like it. And you know, look at me, I go stay upon a live long either, you know. Honestly. Because boy, I don't know. This thing is poor, brethren. Poor. Parents ensures the things taken care of. And nothing else I thought. Joke thing. Joke thing. Thank you, Ron Smith. That's so if you deal with the thing. But sometimes I just talk. When election, you don't see nobody. If the leader disappear, I don't know. Let me show it him now. Nah, pick up. Yeah, man, the thing set away, man. Thing set away. Do you think the coach just cost a player a contract by playing him the entire tournament, all the 90 minutes, rather than sit him down and let scout know he's carrying an injury? Hey, tough road him, you know. Care about them want to do it in that regard, you know. Every man deal with their situation differently, you know. Uh-huh. Everybody deal with their situation differently. It's the leader give up the lead. Leader, people them say give up the lead. Pagan, big up yourself. Erudite in the building. Bro, man, security, what go on? Yeah, man, it set more. Hey, this set more than our. What I say? Set more than ice. Bro, man, security. Our fault. This thing set away, virgin. Me can't comprehend. And it begs me to. These people love football. Do these people really love football? Or they are trying to make it into an individual thing? Like table tennis. Hmm? This is crazy. And me I tell you, trust me, me not like it. Eagle Republic, big up yourself, erudite in the building. Coach Minzy. So you know, the Reggae Boyz are fast becoming the Shakir Richards of CONCACAF football. All I know subspan. Exactly. Eagle Republic. Pure hype and talk. And we come here, come hype them up, so them this and them that. But we have to support with team. But at the same time, them not deliver on the pitch. Hey, Ron, big up yourself. Ron said this conversation is like us trying to dry a piece of ice or trying to sell ice to Eskimo. Hey, Ron, it's like say we are trying to sell ice up a Iceland, man. Mm-hmm. Tell you. And so when you have money and buy bubble gum, because you know cow always a trim cut, you know. So when you have money, you can buy bubble gum. Aye, we can't ask that, brother. Can't ask that. Coach, what did the parents help to do, but JFF did not provide? Well, you see, even with the flight thing, me say them chump up money, you know. And how come money is chumped up? I don't know what they use the money to do, but some flight arrangement thing now happen right now. Players will be some players are still in Honduras from the last time I heard. And it can't be a case where them want money for leave for flight arrangement or them something. Because money was provided from what I understand. It better we go with bed fresh, man. I tell you. I real talk. This thing is toxic. This thing not good for your heart, you know, man. Hey, you know, say me the thing say a champs not good for your heart. But I Reggae Boyz them thing not good. This is not good for your heart, man. Keisha, big up yourself. Coach, when will they be naming the team. I'm curious if Adele Tracy will be running the 1500 for us and not the 800. Not sure. I think the team was supposed to be named this week, because the qualification day passed, So that day has expired. So whoever don't have a qualifying standard can't make the team. If they're going, I must relay them a go run. It's a consciousness of the coach. Exercise. Poor judgment. The guy was clearly over his head. Coach, me bet my money last night against a Spanish youth because me swear to God we can't lose. I, bro, man, they they need to carry the people them pitney them home. Yeah. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Keisha Lumsden. A long time I don't see over here. Yeah, man. Some up until the time of this video, some players have left while some are still there. And for me understand, some now reach back until Friday or so. A joke thing. Joke. Especially when you're carrying out the youngsters. You want to ensure that everybody reach back at a particular location. You don't want them to come in at droves and pieces and bits. No. You want everybody to be coming at once. Big up yourself, Gregory Reed. A trillion these, man. 18, 17, 16. Yeah, have to take good care, man. Better care. But didn't Speed come on your program and said they care about selling players than qualifying for tournaments? Then he laughed as a joke. Oh boy. Mr. Speed, the part of the argument they always are gonna live with it. So anyway, you're there if you watch this. You can't escape the part of the argument there. JFF not going anywhere until the management leave. Then that Mr. Gregory, JFF ain't. Hey, you don't care what we talk, man, them not leaving. The Gensec will not resign. Wanna stay there. Just like in 80 game, the game versus Dominican Republic was just a reflection of Fuzzy's fears. The players were just reflecting Fuzzy's inadequacies as a coach. Yeah. So them going to sleep on the street, coach. I'm not sure if them are going to sleep on the street, brother. And then if them book for your next night or so, but from what I've heard, hopefully they would leave, and the ones that are gone, they are in Atlanta or Miami, one out of them. Them probably asleep at the airport, but I don't know. The thing messy, man. Thing messy. And traveling should not be so hard. Give somebody the duty to take care of the traveling arrangements. It can't be that hard. But persons might have vested interest. Yep. And the first thing in Jamaica, them are going to say, nah, man, I try to stop my food. That is always the cry. Man, I try to stop my food. So you stand up for the right thing, Ensure that you do the right thing. First thing, stop my food. Informal thing, when I work with that. So, JFF, them all go on to them thing, people. May I tell you no? Don't expect nobody to resign. Do not expect anybody from the JFF to resign. Yeah, man. Yeah, real baller. Yeah, man. Understand that. Yeah, man. I really think it bad, brethren. It bad. Bad. Them the thing set away. Can't treat the youths them way. Youth them fit that stranded, brother. It no look good. Man, some joke thing I go on. Can we petition for term limits for people in the JFF leadership position? Just asking. Of course, we can petition for anything like that. Eagle Republic, but where will it fall? Remember, I've always been saying, hold on, somebody are calling. Yeah, look like somebody that calling. Call again, caller. Sorry about that. It's not just petition, That's why we have been saying that the policies need to be changed. Good question, Westland. Let me see who this is that call. A real baller, that one right now. Caller, good evening. You're calling coach's desk.
Good evening, coach.
Evening.
Yeah. So how are you and your family?
Good so far,
Yeah. So I was listening to you and you mention they were playing players because of scout.
That's what a little information we get,
Yes. Okay, if most people remember 88 when Jamaica qualified, it's the first time so many people getting contracts abroad. So if this team did qualify, people start to look inside the country for other players. So that means we're thinking backwards. We shouldn't try to sell a few players. We should try to sell a lot of players. And the other thing I want to say is midfield win championship, right?
There's a difference,
Midfield. It's midfield. You check all the great teams that win World Cup. Midfield. Check every one of them has great midfielders. You go back, right back into history. Every one of them have great midfielders. Because I hear the cursing, what's his name, Clark. How much ball has reached that young man? Right? And sometimes it's the best thing ever happened, he's on the field. Because he always keep two defenders honest. So it's like they scout him already. And there are always two defenders around him.
Yeah.
We using two midfielders that plays the same way. And they walk in. Our midfielders should be running the hardest. Right? You see, when you get lemon, you make lemonade or lemon. Yes, I think the coach should have done. That young man that he took off first, what's his name? Roberts. He could start a man in midfield. This man should juggle around the team. What do you have to lose? Start the young man in midfield. He can tackle. And he's running. So what more you want out of him?
Yeah, man. And the number 20 should have been put on a long time.
Long time. Right? If Clark didn't ask to come off, he wouldn't take off Clark either. Right? It's the young man asked to come off. Because you can see he was getting frustrated. And I hear a lot of people in Jamaica, he's no good. You don't have nothing better. The only thing that take the bitter taste out of my mouth is that Mexico lost to it. So, but you can't even say nothing because Mexico lost on penalties. Right? Anybody can lose them.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
Yes. We need coaching education in Jamaica. Man.
Yeah, it needs to improve.
We need coaching. Yeah. Right. And if you're gonna coach in a tournament to sell players, man, you shouldn't be coaching. You're coach to win.
Yeah. Well, you made mention of some 88 World Cup. You sure you never make meant 98?
98.
Okay.
That's when we sell most of our players. At one point, we have at least 30 players playing in Europe.
Yeah, man.
That's when the players was going over. And it was because the team went to World Cup.
So eyes would have dip on people.
Eyes would, of course. So if this team went to World Cup, it's the same thing. If the senior team went there, people would be looking too. It's the same thing happened to the senior team. No midfield. So you need somebody, okay, at least 98 you have Jer, you have Whitmore, you have Simpson, and other players. Now tell me who is with other from Ravel Morrison. Tell me who is midfielder in this national team. No.
Speedy Williams, man.
Speedy midfielder? You're crazy? I want you to go back, right? And you run his and see how many ball he turns back and how much time he go forward.
All right.
Yes, you want to check it.
Yeah, man, I'll check you, man.
How many times he go forward? How many times he go forward? Speedy look good because Speedy is playing safe. He's turning back the ball because there's no pressure. There's no pressure. Right? And on the way the football is playing now, if you're turning back the ball, the next team does not care. So as long as you're behind the ball. Anyway, you have a good evening, man.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Thanks for calling.
No problem.
Ah, boy. Real ball and easy, you know. Anyways, you know, people. Caller, good evening. You're live.
Oh, coach.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, now call it. Yeah, coach. Yes, coach. Where are you, sir?
Good day, man.
Well, brother, may I watch your program, yeah?
and see what I go on here, you talk, your brother, but me I tell you something. I think when we come to the realization, say, we're not a football nation. We're not a football nation, you know, brother. We have football culture, you know, brother. From me a youth, me I play football, we love football. We used to have English League Sunday. Remember when me and you that we have a football culture, brother, but we're not a football nation, you know, brother. I think a lot of us we just love it so much, and we call in, and we text because I you know, brother. Me I talk to you, brother. So we call in, we text, we do this with them, brother. We talk about them something, and we are kill out ourselves every day upon this thing, and brother. The reality is we're not a football nation. And one of the things, brother, me hear a man say it, and me that talk to a brethren when me I watch the game, Dominican Republic game. And I tell a brethren, say, me not feel too bad, you know. Me feel bad, but when the game done, me not feel too bad. Because here why me not feel too bad. You say if we did squeak through, coach, squeak by and make it. Everybody say, yeah man, we make it a World Cup, and nothing wouldn't change. With everything, nothing still I got change, you know. But at least we can talk about change. You understand what I mean? At least we can talk about changes, brother. Because the JFF and everybody say, yeah, so we make it there. We make it a 120 World Cup, and who said we couldn't? And brother, so in a way, brother, there sometimes you can take some good out of bad, you know, brother. And how me look on it, at least we can argue the status quo. We can argue it, brother. We can beat it down, brother, beat down the status quo. Because you see, if them did make it squeak by, the status quo would have just did the same way. And them do the same arms also them do. And not change, brother. So my thing, brother, I'm just try to take some good out of the bad, brother. And brother, we need faith. How am I for put it? Because I think I can't say the man them from the YouTube for beat them. Because the man them been a beat. Man like you, I am sure sports and Wally man been a said this and that about JFF and changes need for me. And nothing in make. But I think enough of the coaches them and so on and so forth in Jamaica and people them need to step up and say something, brother. Me I listen, I am sure sport last night and perfect example. I can't remember which coach come on. Them not listen, nothing what management I say. Them stuck in them ways and things say them are Manchester City coach, them are Pep. Them things say them are Liverpool coach. Them things say them are brother. The man, every time I am management I try to talk to him, brother. And I saw brother them stuck in them ways. Them think them are these top coaches in the world, brother. Them stuck in them ways, brother. And that's why our football stagnant, brother. Our football stagnant. Can't move. Everybody gone left way now, brother. Hey, brother, Dominican Republic, brother. So when me go America. Me talk to people from Dominican Republic. Me used to make joke about them. A baseball country. A baseball country, brother. Brother, them man they never, when we talk about football, when we play all over Bronx and we play Evander Child School and them. Brother, the man them never know nothing, but the man them never know nothing about football. A baseball, the man them talk. And them a beat you and gonna World Cup, brother.
Yeah.
Them a beat you and World Cup. One of the things, you know, this kind of I told him this kind of play out. It don't say play in our favor. Look how Mexico are lose. Not only we could have end up going Olympics, you know, brother.
Of course.
We could have also go Olympics if everything had fall in line, you know, brother. But brother, me stop beat out myself, brother. When me do, me just try to take the good from it, brother. And the good is that JFF, them now go get out with it. Yeah, we go World Cup this and that. We can beat them down same way. And get something, brother, started, brother, where we try to get rid of them. Me don't know, brother. Me not gonna lie to you. Me I tell you them something about me don't know how to get rid of them, brother. But cause you still have to go wait for the election. You still have to go wait. We have to go see if we can push somebody through. Find a candidate where we can help.
If you push one person through, you know, you have to get everybody in other parishes them for support, you know.
get for support him. I know that, coach.
And
So, that's going to be a problem.
That go hard.
That's why my sound so I'm so pessimistic, brother, because I know it's a hard, brother. It's a hard to do that, brother. It's a hard, man. We in a dire straight, brother, man. Me don't know, brother. Me don't know. Me love football. Me love Jamaica, brother. But what I don't know, brother. I just shape me that talk here. But brother, somehow you have to try, right? We still have to try because and see what gonna happen, brother, and make the outcome be the outcome, brother. But why? I don't know, brother. I don't know what's that. But only thing I can say, keep the way you do, brother, and just and go and tell the truth and what is what, brother, and we're gonna see what happens. Brother, World Championship I come.
Yeah,
Just gonna be happy when we see the track and field thing.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. And
2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm gonna feel good again. I fly my colors, brother. Yeah. So big up, my brother.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself.
Bless.
All right, cool. Listen, man. Now talk, the caller just talk about elections still, you know. Hey, you ever hear about the fight fix? Well, I mean, I say nothing more upon that, but just know say some fix go on. You understand? Yeah, man. So, Joan Spence, big up yourself. Sonny Bowen, big up yourself. Ken Bina, big up yourself. Cranky in the building. Fresh God in the building. Formula in the building. Jason in the building. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Why me I tell you, man. Reggae Boyz, what them say? That's why we need Reggae Boyz, you know. A reggae our thing, you know. But the man then throw some baseball pan we and we don't know how to hit the baseball. John was star. Caller, good evening. You're live on the show. How go on?
Yeah. Yes. So I've been listening to the program
Yeah.
for the past year or two.
Hold on, we're not hearing clearly, no caller.
Yes, Coach Minzy.
Yeah, man, what go on?
Yeah. So I've been listening to the program for the past. It's my first time calling on the program, and to be honest, one of the reasons I called, I just want to highlight a few points which I think we went wrong from day one. And overall, Jesus. And I think so football.
Hello? Caller, you probably have got try back. Probably reception where you are is very poor, you know. We're not here at all. Hang up and call back. All right, sorry about that. Why you don't understand, Cranky? Hey, bro, man, security no easy, you know. Boy. Yeah, man, people, no call in, man. Call in and let me hear your voice. Bro, man, security, you have to give me a call to you, know, man. You make your thing look so. Devon Smith, big up yourself. King Job, big up. I smash the like button like Ronaldinho smashes his free kicks. All right, Ken Bina. Instead of man try some lyrics. All right, so the caller calling back. Yeah, caller, good evening. You're
Yeah,
live on
good
the show.
evening. Yeah, man. Coach Minzy.
Yeah, man, you sound a little bit better now.
Yeah, man. First audience for life. I don't know.
Big up yourself, big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So as I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
when I saw the approach of bringing Paula here in the program, I said yes, God, we found the solution. And knowing that Paula is highly recommended, he runs the U23 in QRP in Queen's
QPR.
Park Rangers, QPR, right? And knowing that he's familiar with the youth setting, I think that will be a good transition and be a good start for Jamaica program going forward. So to be honest, when I saw that they said that they announced that Paula will be the assistant coach for the senior team, then I said, no, man, that can't correct. So I waited and see what will take place, and then it announced that Paula was assistant. Now that's the first mistake. We go wrong. We're having Paula a higher caliber coach. What he has a UEFA A license or pro license. Right, pro license, right. So I think the best for all levels, the best teachers always start at the foundation level. Right? And when I look at the need of Jamaica football and where we are going, I think that Paula will play an integral role, and Paula will create a better impact for the youths. Now, even if Paula is offered a position as assistant to Theodore Whitmore, he, based on his experience working with youths, and he see the challenges that Jamaica has over the years, we want not a 360 turn on change, but we need a change, knowing that we must have known about this calendar before.
Of course.
We're going to have a youth World Cup. So I'm saying, the moment he came, right, they should appoint him straight to the youth, straight to the under 20, straight to the under 17. Leave Whitmore or anybody else. If you're going to even fire Whitmore, anyone else could take up that job. You could even have a contingent staff, or if you want to compliment the coaches that are coaching in the Premier League, local Premier League, you could even say, all right, these 6 coaches make up the staff and so we can finish the game, because Theodore Whitmore will no longer a head coach. You could even say that, or make Whitmore finish the job. But to see that we did not qualify for the senior World Cup, we did not qualify for the youth World Cup, then obviously as a result we have failed, and we failed miserably, and is a result of preparation and lack of vision. It says that where there's no vision, the people perish. And right now, to be honest, I rather qualify for the youth World Cup than even the senior World Cup. So the plus would be if we did qualify for the senior World Cup, right, then that would be good. But the overall approach should be the youth World Cup. That will be, because at the end of the day, these players will matriculate in the next 3-4 years, and basically they will be seniors, right? And they will prepare for the 2026 World Cup. So I'm saying the approach was totally wrong from the federation, right? The approach was thing that is a quick thing, and they want a quick fix. They did not have a long-term plan, and that's why we are in this position today. And I'm not here on the ear just to talk about the coaches, the current coaches, are the players and how we should play, not about football. I'm talking about if the structure and the preparation, if we have that right from day one, then today we'll not be even discussing some of these things, or we will be discussing other stuff that could benefit the football, right? And my concern is that if a simple person like me could just see that it's very necessary to bring in the best teacher, right? Best teacher at the foundation level, right, or at the basic level, or the lower level, to get the players, to get the necessary skill sets that they need to prepare them, right, for a competition of that magnitude. Then, what are their seats? Just tell me. I want to know what these persons that in the position are looking at. Because I don't know. So I think the approach,
you know the question is for Stodan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am wondering if these people really love the football, you know.
No.
Because
And
you
I
really
want
have
to
to
get
ask
here.
the question, you know. You have to ask that question because there are so many needs, so many things, so many variables that we who are sitting outside looking on and are identifying. And these people can't see it, or they see it and they don't know how to approach fixing it because they don't
Coach.
care.
Exactly, coach. And it paying us, weekly, nightly. You're doing a show, right? And these are things you're discussing. Remember now, it's because of the exposure of your show and other shows. While most of the changes, because this is what they see, and okay, and it's okay, all right, and they look at the different channels, and it's all right. This program mentioned this, so let's try adjust.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? There's nothing a contingent plan for to get this done. I'm saying that if they have a more holistic approach, a better approach, right, I would play Paul Hall for all the youth levels because that is youth. Paul Hall, to me, my assessment of Paul Hall is a good youth coach. Paul Hall has experience. He don't have experience for the senior level to me as yet,
mm-hmm.
right? He's a good youth coach. To be honest, he should be the coach for the 2026 World Cup because he will basically have a 3 to 4 years with this set of youngsters, with this group, and a 20 batch. Now, if you want to call in the local coaches now, they would work alongside Paolo, like shadow coach, or be assistant to Paolo. So you get a 3 or 4 coaches along with Paolo, right? And they will work with Paolo, right?
But the thing about it, these are some good points that you're making, you know, but at the same time, the talks between JFF and Paul Hall has broken down, you know.
No, I know. No, I figure coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just referring where we went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, the reason why I called this time now in point is because I didn't want to just jump, right? And then end of the day, yes, we could qualify, but when they look at everything, these players that came, to be honest, they are good players. These players are professional players. Those players from England and other clubs that came, they are
mm-hmm.
good players. I think we have good players, but we lack knowledge, we lack educator, person who can carry it to the next level. For example, I would make a comparison with Thomas, Frank Lampard,
mm-hmm.
Chelsea versus Thomas Tuchel. Now, when you look at those two coaches, Frank Lampard make a statement once that the players that he currently have coaching, their level could not produce any Champions League title, right? Thomas came and what he did, he raised the level.
Mm-hmm.
He raised the level to a next. It's the same players. He raised the level.
Yeah.
And in short bursts, he was able to achieve that success. Now, you care Paul with that level of qualification as the highest you can go. It's like a PhD,
mm-hmm.
right? And you care him to assist Whitmore. I said to someone when he's at the airport, I said, yes. I just put up my hand and said, yes, JFS, you finally found the solution now, right? Straight to the youth, because you must know that there's a youth tournament on the way. There's a youth tournament next, right? So while Whitmore, for example, or the other coaches prepare for the senior, Paula should not even, he should only be dialogue with Whitmore. That's all. In dialogue with it more.
Lack of vision.
Right. Paula should not even grade about the senior team. All that is just foolishness and faith. Because what is the main objective? We lost everything because of arrogance. We lost everything because of no vision. Right? People should go straight to the youth teams and then they get the local coaches to work with Paula because Paula is not in the country. So they're the ones who know Paula. Even some of the school coaches, Manning Cup, D Cup, some of the coaches who you think that should be in that contingent, you bring them along with Paula and so you can work, have a better relationship with Paula. And in the end of the day, the problem will be solved easy. What we do is a quick fix. Head to the senior team, try to get Whitmore out. We come from the ear with ball and say, yo, Whitmore not good. We did not qualify for the senior World Cup and we did not qualify for the youth World Cup and we lost everything just like that. And these are things that made painful because we don't have the vision. The best teacher, you know, as a teacher, coach, you know, as a teacher, I know too. Now, if you have a slow class, you don't need a slow teacher. You need a brilliant teacher who have different skill sets, right? Who can be very creative, who can get the students up to the level. You understand? So JFF, to be honest, this is injustice to the country, right? And I know that the persons are in the chat or they call in and they request the coach and they request everything is beyond everything is far from the coach. It's off the field matters. Off the field matters. All right, it's off the field matters.
Yeah.
Why we're in this position. So I don't want to keep up any time, but I just want to share my few words of saying that I think the approach should be if we're going to get a technical personnel of that level, we should head straight to the youths.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're going to if the first youth team starts at 14, the best coaches there, the best coaches should be there. All right, the best coaches should be there because I think that the best teachers should be in the primary school. So it's the same thing, same system, right? So the best coaches should be there. Then it transition up. So by the time the players get to, because a 12-year-old, for example, you're coaching a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old. You're going to coach a right back. We have a right back problem. I've seen we guys mention a lot of right back problems, both in the youth program and the senior team.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for example, you coach a 12 a youth player. You tell them that okay, your job as soon as you receive the ball, before you you open up, go wide, open up, first option to your right wing, down the line, or look at the center if it's available deep, right? If it's not available, then you pass it down so the forward can come and fetch. Now I'm saying that when you're coaching the senior players, you're not going to tell them all of that. Your job is going to manage now. So your job is going to say, okay, get the ball in the final third. You as the player should have all the requisite skills to get the ball in the final third. So that's the different levels. But we have to have differentiation. We have to have age-appropriate training and different age-appropriate groups, right? So the players can transition right through. Like for example, this youth, what was his name?
Tyree Jimenez.
Right. So that player, so he got an opportunity to play with the senior team twice, right? And everyone cussing him now, and then he playing in under 20. Now you're expecting that player should transition as faster than the others because of his opportunity, right? And you expect he should be standout than others. No, because straight up he's not fully developed. He's not fully developed, right? So that U team coach, that U team should have the best coach, right? And I think that's where we went wrong. The time when we spent on Gold Cup, look at the time span. It fall out, for example, we take that team with the other coaches, like Coach Fuzzy and other coaches, right? Working with him right now. That campaign, that before Gold Cup. Then we had the World Cup qualifier. Look at the time span. Do you think that we could get a better result today, or even maybe in the finals, or have a seat in the World Cup? I'm just talking about preparation. And then not only that, he will be the one basically looking to manage the team in the 2026 World Cup. So in the day, that's the type of vision we need in Jamaica right now. So all I'm saying, going forward, we need people to pull in. We need to have maybe a clean sweep. Maybe we need to have a clean sweep, fresh minds. You understand me? And that's how you're going to work, to be honest. I'm not sorry that we're in this position. But if we don't approach it from that level coach, then we're going to have problems. So that's just my few words.
Yeah, man.
But pick up yourself.
I will putting you, man. I know a few words that, man.
No, but
some solid points, man.
I have a lot of stuff, but because of the time and
yeah,
I just see that this is necessary. What I want to say is more, I could be in technical aspect or tactical, but that's not necessary. This is what I think necessary, right? And I just decided to share it.
Yeah, man.
So, coach, you're doing a good job. I don't know, custodian, you're really good for a long time.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Just continue the program and keep the program same level as you go along. So I will listen as I go along.
Yeah, man. All right, big up yourself.
Blessed, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So there you have it. One custodian calling in, and I big up the show, you know. Yeah, we'll try our best for deal with the thing. So I tell a star. Long ball. What you say about long ball? The man. Hey, only no easy still, you know. What kind of O'Neill Fisher Aka 2.0 now go out with? Not easy at all, yeah, man. Anyways, people want to say, I eat that, you know. I eat that for evening. Okay, what we are going to stay on and talk about? The game, we just get knocked out. Trust me. Drop a link. All right, I drop the link. On the Instagram, I want to talk some more. Turkman Production, big up yourself. Just checking. I did not get your opening. I never heard you on a rant about the situation at hand. It appears to me you are nonchalant. Please prove me wrong. Just an observation. Listen to me now, Turkman Production. Everybody do them thing differently. I don't have to be flamboyant in my whole approach and up in this camera and all of this. Words are do it in a brother. So the words are get out. You understand? So the theatrics with the hand movement and all of them thing, if that you want, or the loud talking, that now go change. You understand? So me talking and I hit the points, a bullseye, that is it for me. So if you think my nonchalant approach is not the approach, can't help a turkey, man. Honestly. And I might approach that. But me still I get the word out there that a pure joke thing go on. You see me I say? Pure joke thing go on. And the people that are on, they're understanding what I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't know what you want. Turkleman Production. You can probably send a message and send another message and tell me And tell me if me I make sense, because me don't know what you want, Turkle man. Paula's plan is to get the best players, whether they are 26. All right. All right, Travis. I say I'm stressed out. So people, according to Turkman production, I'm having a nonchalant approach. So is it not being effective? I don't know. Yeah, man, we need to see that, yes, but the lack of vision now go help that, bridging. The lack of vision. You understand? But if a baller get a contract from this, then they might say a success that, Jerome. Where's the stand cranky? A forever thing that him a talk about. Listen, you see if your horse not clean out, trust me. Win World Cup, we not qualify for the World Cup, man. The horse have to clean up. I mean, I tell enough straight right now to all the things set up. And I look at them, man, they come out. No, man, them now resign. You understand? The man, them not resigning. So, how that going to work? You understand? Coach this is not entitled to qualify. Yeah, man, remember that for sure. I know you remember that, Travis. I want the cranky rotator cuff now. Brinjin, I want to you. It look like that have to go on brown man security. What go on military? We there, you know. We there, I go and apply a little pressure. Wait, say me I celebrate a trophy Sunday. Boy, hey, Dre, anyway, you see that game the last night between Crank, you say better go Oberman than Dre. Hey, Dre, anyway, you see that game between Dumley Holding and something the last time. Hey, the match hot. Hey, you know see goal them score, Dre? You know see the goal them score? Yeah, man, hey, the ball game the hot last night, man. Yeah, man. The government needs to intervene, take the FIFA punishment and start. Hey, that cranky, that sound good enough. Because right now, something have to give. We have to give up something. We think we have to give up something. But a long time I did say it's still not cranky. We have to give up something. Have to give up something. And if it is even giving up a World Cup campaign and try to solve this thing, it not gonna work. I mean, I tell you a long time again too. If we think anybody new going into the JFF I got change and they make a bad mistake, not even a sad mistake, a bad mistake, because if the policies don't change, cannot work. So if we put Cranky in there now, Cranky hands are going to be tied because of the policy. I only think Cranky are the greatest. If you put Brain Drain in there, that is so condescending and conceited, it not gonna work because the policies are going to be what drives our Brain Drain work. So them things have to change. Well, so welcome to Harborview. Jay no easy, the Jay a recruit. Kyle, you have to turn on your camera here. Eames, big up yourself. Coach, I think that for World Cup 2026, we will still be eliminated by the Dominican Republic and the Panamas of this world. Wow, that I got tough still, no man. So it don't make no sense we enter then. Just tear it down and try. Your camera now work. I see a red line come up, Kyle. Send a message up me, see if I really you. When it comes to failing, JFF is the best. Yeah, man, end-to-end stuff. Ask military invites worse. Yeah, man, hey, match hot, Bridget. Hey, the commentator said him sorry, say the thing go a penalty. A ball game should I just still a play. And then them decide, hold on, let me add Kyle to the stream.
Beautiful.
Go ahead.
Yeah, coach.
Kyle,
Can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yeah, man, we are here, man.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, like everybody, I'm very despondent. You know, last night I had a headache. So I basically, slept it off thinking that this was a nightmare. So woke up again and I watched the first 15 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I played and I looked at specifically Pearson, Bicknell, and Zimonese. All right. First I look at the formation, and I saw three up front. I saw Clark was on the left wing, Duncan was center forward, and Taylor was on the right wing. Then I look at the midfield. It's Bicknell as the defensive midfield in the center. Pearson is on the left midfield, and Zimonese is on the right. So now I'm looking at the touches in the middle. Basically, the first 15 minutes now, that is where I stopped. Pearson made 4 touches.
Mm-hmm.
Bicknell made 6. And Zimonese made 8. And I'm not saying that they are quality touches, but they were touches. You know what I mean? Then I look at the forward line. And in minute 3 of the game, I saw Tyler Roberts drift to the left wing and Clark drift to the right wing. And they did that constantly up to 15 minutes. When the first goal scored, the DR player threw the ball over Bicknell's head. And Pearson basically ghosted the man to the edge of the 18, and then he released that shot. Okay? I stopped watching the game from then. Because if you have 3, and I'm like I was saying on another program last night, it was 4-3-3. People keep telling me 3-5-2. That's impossible. And let me tell you why. You had Clark and Tyler drifting from the wing constantly. And the only person who was staying in the center of the field as a center forward was Duncan. That was total chaos. So there you have a problem. That's a coaching problem. There is no way in the world that Liverpool is going to set up, and you have Mane on the left, Salah on the right, and they're constantly drifting from wing to wing within 15 minutes of the game. we have a coaching problem, but still.
But Kyle, any years of the man in the Depan showcase one. From what I understand, it is alleged that some of the players were on the field because scouts were there, from particular clubs to watch them.
All right, but so wouldn't that impress on them to make a good impression? Play your formation, play your position, and like you said, they are all developing. Even the coach, even Gail, because I'm trying to give them some slack also. Everybody is trying to develop, but you do the basic and you do the simple things that's going to get you the best results. Play players in their natural positions. Keep your formation. Give your team a chance of success. Doesn't success bode well for everybody? Come on. I mean, what I saw last night, and again, people keep saying, the players this, the players that. Listen, the players played with heart. Because when they made those subs, you could see the difference. That number 2 was a blessing to watch. He fought, he drifted by players. Kobe Thomas did the same thing. We had more of an attacking impetus with simple passes.
Chad
Now the question
James
is,
and the ball was moving a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So the question is why we didn't get those guys playing from the get-go. And if it's true that they're playing for contracts and they want to look to impress these people, they did a terrible job because we are out of a competition and would look like crap.
No, but me would pick none of them. I wouldn't if I were a scout, would I have to go watch them again,
Hold on. The bright spark of our team was our defense. As much as people like to crucify them, our defense played well given the circumstances that I just outlined. You know what I mean? The midfield was basically non-existent or struggling. Our forward line was the same. And they basically took us this far. The keeper and those defenders. People want to crucify them, but people need to go back, settle down, and rewatch the game. Look at the positioning of the players. Look at how they drift around the field. Look at how they don't pass. Look at how they do pass. All of that is a factor. And look at the defenders. Most of the balls, from the DR team were played down the wings. All right? And most of the forward passes that were made from the defense to the forwards. Sad to see. We were basically trying to beat them with balls on the wings and basically dribbling down the wings. But our midfield was absent. And tell Cranky it was 4-3-3. I watch it again. You had 3 strikers up front, and 2 of them on the wings were alternating wings. That's not 3-5-2, my friend. That is definitely not 3-5-2. But like you said, the next step now is just to get out these guys, which is going to be a monumental task. But we have to do what we have to do. We have to do our little bit and see what happens. And people keep saying that demonstrating and blah 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 won't get them out. Fine, every little thing counts. You expect us to really sit down and basically be abused? No, people need to speak up. People need to take action, waving a banner, waving a flag. Let these people know that we're not comfortable. And I implore any professional to stay away from the GFF, meaning whether it's in a professional capacity as a director, as an administrator, stay away from them. Let them fall on their face. As a coach, stay away from them. Let them scrape the barrel and get a coach. Let it be obvious to the world that no one wants to be around that stench. Simple as that. If they do fire Paul Hall, that's the action that we should take. Even players need to consider staying away from this program, given how they have abused the players in the past. Because leaving your players, stranded in a foreign country is a serious matter. Basically, they have abandoned Jamaicans in a foreign land and told them find your way home. And not only that, they want them to be quiet about it. Okay, and what they don't understand is this is on the international media where we're hearing these stories from abroad, and it is embarrassing. People need to factor that in.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents on the whole situation. And I would like to add, given the diaspora input of trying to help this team, this GFF hasn't even come out and say, thank you for your help. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. They're just staying there waiting to reap
Yeah,
credit.
but Kyle, you can't expect any better, If there are a lot of things that they don't do, you think they're going to improve on that?
That is true.
We can't rely, we can't wait upon them, man. Can't wait upon them. If we do something, just do something and not expect any flaws from them, because there are some simple things that they should be doing and they're not doing, and you expect them to do this.
Well, to be honest with you,
you're better than them, Kyle.
Hear this now. To be honest, listen to me, man. To be honest, I do expect them, but my issue is I am embarrassing them. Simple as that. Because, like I tell you, we can't just sit down and be quiet and just keep accepting this abuse. Because that is all what you're doing. They're abusing the fans. They're abusing the players. They're abusing anybody that comes along and tries to help them. And we can't just sit down and be quiet about it. We need to start fighting back. Whether it's civil agitation, verbal agitation, corporate agitation, we need to agitate for change. Every mickle make a muckle. So I am talking on it. Simple as that. Oh boy, it's sad though.
It's sad, man.
Sad. So
it's like they planted a particular way and it's very difficult to uproot them.
Well, like I said this morning on another program, it's a mafia. Because you have 14 parish FA and everybody just bow to the Don. You know what I mean? And like what Neo was saying the other night, these gentlemen need to be cognizant of their legacy that they're going to hand down to their kids and their grandkids and their great grandkids.
Hold on there, Kyle. You see, sometimes the people in the comment section are listening, and they run with different narrative. Listen, nobody said that the players opted to get a contract rather than go into a World Cup. It was said allegedly why players were on the field is because scouts from clubs were there to look at them. So don't change the narrative, people. Don't change the narrative. Players weren't taken off the field because scouts were there allegedly watching these players. So nobody never prefer to go to a club rather than going to the World Cup. That's not the case. So don't get it wrong, people. Let me clarify that first. Yeah, Kyle, you were saying.
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have a question. So we don't have any more matches, right? Until when?
Sunday, the girls have match.
Girls, but the
that's
boys,
the closest one.
Boys.
2023, the men are going to be playing against Mexico Nation League.
All right. Anyway, my hats off to the females. We don't speak about them much, but I have to give them credit and say thank you for carrying the Jamaican flag, making us proud, and just doing an excellent
Kyle,
job.
You don't think the females them in trouble too? After the list, and here's why. They went to a training camp, which is very good. However, they have not gotten a practice game. And the teams that they're going to be playing, from what I understand, is that those teams have gotten at least 2 games.
Right. That sound like the under 20. Same thing all over.
So
again.
it might look like the girls are doing well too, you know, but at the same time, they might be in trouble as well. And I hope to God that go on. Plus, you have the under 17s, they're coming up as well. The under 17 will be having tournament. I don't remember when, but I know something is coming up for them.
Well, the thing about the girls is this, you know, they might have their little hiccups, fine, but it's nothing compared to what the boys going through. You know what I'm saying? Because at least them have somebody powerful who will stand up to the GFF, Mrs. Marley and her foundation. The boys basically have nobody protecting them from this abuse. Because think about it. You think that the GFF can leave these girls abandoned in Suriname? You're crazy. The Marlies protect their product.
Listen to this. Coach and everybody gone left back couple players and they said they have no food and no flight is booked. Coach left from last night. Can you imagine that? Or captain for leave off a ship. Military. For them to play an under 20 US team, that is good. But at the same challenge with the under 20 when they played the Premier League team and the All-Star team. Those are not sufficient practices for me. So I hear you. But me never did have a reference that because that not come like nothing.
So sorry to cut you, Coach Minley. So this is an alleged post, right? This hasn't been confirmed right here.
No, man. Well, from the last time I checked, I got information early before I started this live about an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago that not all the players have left Honduras. So it could be true. It could be true.
No.
Some players I understand might be in Atlanta or Miami still. So it things set away for true, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, this is what we have to deal with. And I will to back up what somebody said earlier, I would implore the SDF to stop wasting taxpayers' money on the GFF. You know, the SDF isn't obligated to give them money. They do it because they want to elevate the football in the island. And the GFF is certainly not doing that. So they are basically wasting taxpayers' money. Take that money and do something else with it. You know, please send 1 or 2 coaches to get their A license or something. Go around them.
Tough road. The U20 game. All right, the military agree with me there. We can't say them play a practice game and play a U20 team. There should be more competitive games, man. Even though that is still a run out, a competitive game. But for me, my benchmark cannot be that.
I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, Coach Minzy, I'm gone. I'll hop off and I'll keep listening.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Kyle. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, take care.
So yeah, people. Why? Kyle make it stream gone so far now because me did that. Hold on, look at callers. I try come in and no. Hold on, let me see if nobody did that. Anybody did a call? I hope the stranded players have Tyreek Magee on. See.
Yeah, me just say you can't call coaches there straight and get it again.
You can't call coaches this and get it. Why?
Straight me a call, bro. I mean, I hang up in my ears and be a thing there. Say, what go on? You read the voicemail box.
Are them something
Why
like
no
that?
you still me there?
Where are dealing?
I look like you have
Like you have what?
Data service.
Data? What is data, sir?
Hey, me no want visa. I know, coach, me no want visa traffic. I mean, I say, boy, I just chip in on the YouTube and I say, coach is there. So I say, well, me not go pre the show and go on and me I go on, man. But me I say, me have to call it to why me I tell you. There are a few things that I think we probably never lament on during the tournament because at the end of the day, we wanted the team to be successful, right? But now that the tournament has ended for us, these are the things that I think we have to focus on. Number one, we cannot be having the coach of our national youth team coaching another team. We have to have a coach that is responsible for the youth team. First, it's like that is your job. So whether we want whether some person want it or not, I don't have a problem with Mr. Fuzzy as the coach. However, what my issue is, you cannot be coaching Waterhouse and coaching the national under-20 program. Your focus must be on the under-20. You know why? Prior to the tournament, Wendell Downswell was the man who was in charge allegedly of the training sessions and overlooking of the players. So that means that you had no first-hand overlooking of the players because you were busy with your club team in another country participating in another tournament. Which we cannot have that. You understand what I say? We cannot have the person who is the under-20 coach in another country focusing on another team. It's a classic case. We had a classic case of want or lose our coach. Because the under-20 coach, he lost all, wanting all, whether he might admit that or not. Dropped out of the Premier League, Jamaica Premier League.
Yeah.
And the same night, the under-20 boys went home as well.
No, all of them
so
not gone home.
The World Cup. No, I mean, as in, the team dropped out at the tournament. But you know, all of them not go home because we never have one flight to carry home the youth them. A batch. One batch supposed to reach here 11 o'clock as I overheard a conversation. So that's it. They must probably have already arrived in the country. But want or lose all in the sense that you wanted to coach Waterhouse and the U20 team because, and then you gave statements saying that the country came first. Yes, people are patriotic and all these things, but at the end of the day, know that you are out of the U20 tournament. Who is going to put food on your table? Waterhouse FC. So if I was a Waterhouse fan, I would be blaming the coach to go all over the place and do other things. Then win this Premier League, give my team. And if I was and then as a Jamaican fan, I would be disgruntled. Why is the coach off with Waterhouse when he should have been overseeing the team? You understand what I'm saying, coach? You realize the conundrum that has been created right there?
Absolutely.
Waterhouse fans to me have all right to be upset at the coach and at the management of Waterhouse FC. Because the coach should have there so to ensure same team in the final and win this Jamaica Premier League. And we should have a coach who is ensuring that Jamaica qualify. So you can't listen, there are certain jobs that you do that you have to have one job. Recently the interim coach at Manchester United, he got a job at Austria. And somebody was saying something about staying at Manchester United. It cannot work. So his sole focus is now on Austria. And Manchester United got their permanent manager, but he could not even stay in a consultant position because Austria is a job in of itself. So to me, the U20 team is a job in and of itself. Are you saying that? Look at this, coach. I'm going to tell you the ridiculousness behind it. Are they saying that the under-20 program is an interim job?
I never hear that. I never hear that.
So, no, meaning that the under-20 coach in the under-20 is an interim position. So once a tournament comes up, you bring in a coach for a specific tournament.
It looks
Once
so.
the tournament ends, there's no more coach and there's no more program.
It looks so.
You understand what I say, coach? It's basically that way. It looks that way because guess what happened? Fuzzy now, the tournament is over. Fuzzy is no longer under 20 coach based on how I'm seeing it.
Let me tell you, CC.
Because we no longer
CC, let me tell you, I can't tell anybody. Me try the dual coaching thing, then it rough. One program is going to get a beating. It is as simple as that.
Yeah, one program is going to get a beating.
Yeah.
Coach.
You're going to spend more time on one and less time on the other. And we can use a whole lot of reference.
That is the thing, coach. I think people now, you see, that's why I tell to people all the way. There's a whole lot of there's a whole heap of reference out there that suggests the evidence is there, suggests that this cannot work. You understand? And I think as we pointed out, the position of coach for the under-20 program is an interim one, in which it's a coach per tournament. So whenever there's a tournament, we appoint a coach. When the tournament concludes, there's no coach and there's no program, which is ridiculous. That is why, all right, coach, just look at it. That is why Jamaica football is not going anywhere. It's stagnant. Jamaica football is stagnant. As a matter of fact, it is not even stagnant. Dominican Republic, the team that beat us, is the first time qualified to a World Cup. The first, and who them beat to get the first. This is the problem that we're not having, you know. This is the problem that we're having. A baseball country who Sammy Sosa is their greatest sporting icon. Beat us in a football. Them man around 150 something. And other people about Monday they play for Spain. 90% of the Dominican Republic squad is playing domestically. And they can go and check that out if they want. 90% of who is playing on that Dominican team is domestic players. You understand what I say, coach? So, what I want to say, the man have one baller from Italy, 4 baller from USL, they have a baller from Inter Miami. They have 4 baller from USL, 1 baller from Italy, and 1 baller from Spain. That's our 6 players. And I think 13 or 14 players domestic. If I'm not mistaken. I might miss 1 or 2 numbers. So it might be 12 and 8. But it just shows you if it is 12 and 8, a simple mathematics. So that's like 60% of who is playing is a domestic player.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that to say that we should have majority domestic players in our squad because we have majority domestic players. But I'm just showing you that this country, who is a baseball country, is now rivaling us in football. So we are sliding backwards.
But not the same. So you see, the same damn rep team beat Waterhouse in the.
Then, oh my word!
So they might beat with youth team. They might beat with top tier team.
Coach, I don't think you touch upon a vital thing. The same damn rep club team beat our team, right? And our coach, one of the club team that lost to a damn rep team. Remember, it's the same thing with the Asian player. That's when we went down 10 men. The coach was so scared of the player named Steven Sajedi. He had to be playing a back 4. When they went down to 9 players, he still was using a back 4 when they needed to win the game. That is our coach, Me want, in my heart of heart, I wanted us to qualify for the World Cup, But the 80 game showed me so when I want to qualify because we got along 80 as 10 players. Instead of making attacking changes and bombarding 80, to put a couple of goals like back, what we did is to go defensive on 80 just the same and try and scrape a goal. The man them go down to 9 players and we are playing with 4 men at the back. Why do you need 4 players at the back against a 9-team player? When you need a goal for winning the game to go through. And then we alright, we do an analysis and I was watching. All of the teams that came in, coach. Puerto Rico, Curacao, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic. All of these teams had to play one tournament last year in order to qualify, right?
Yes.
They played the tournament, get some other minnows. They qualified for the round of 16.
But hold on the CC. Hold on there. You know, so that is a huge point. But guess what happened to them? They were playing consistently. So if a 3 games and play or 4 games to come through the tournament, they were playing more than us. We were training.
Yeah, but I'm going to get a drama. We weren't training, coach. We never have no team. We never have no program. We never have a coach. We never have a program. We never have no player. That I said September of last year, coach. We never have nothing. We never had no coach. But I'm trying to say this. Curacao played 1 game in the tournament. 4-1, then get. Nicaragua played 1 game in the tournament. 5, then get. Puerto Rico played 1 game. 6, then get. So 3 that gone home already, Damref played El Salvador and conceded 4 goals. So on average, these teams are conceding 4.5, 4.75 goals. They were conceding on average. All 4 teams that came out of that mini tournament came in here conceding goals. And we're not just goals. So over 4 plus was their concession rate. And we could not create one opportunity. One clear-cut opportunity, coach, against a team that is conceding on average 4 goals. The sample size is small because I use 1 game, but I tell you, I'm using a sample size of all the 4 teams that came into the mini tournament. All 3 out of the 4 teams gone home and Damref 1 gone to the World Cup. And all of these teams conceded 4 goals or more. So that matter says it's atrocious on Jamaica's part to not score or create an opportunity against the team. Damref conceded 4 goals in the game before. That simply means that there are holes and gaps in Damref's defense to score on them. And we saw it. It's not like we saw it. So it's not like there's opportunity to score upon this Damref team here. But you went out there, what are you playing? You're playing a game of possum. The player with the player that was the paciest player in Roberts was the player that caused Damref the problem. And as I said before, we should have started Zion Scarlett, Chad James, and Roberts, because I was of the opinion that you had to play Damref with pace. You had to play Damref with pace. You had pace wingers who could get in behind their defense and cause them problem. Make them give a penalty. Because it was in them, coach. It was in them. Because you know Damref will play? Damref will play an offense, swashbuckling football game. So Jamaica might get a goal. I knew Jamaica never keep a secret in the car. We have a concede enough. But come on, man. Guatemala. What Guatemala did? Guatemala played a solid game. 1-1, let's go. Guatemala got a World Cup. The biggest shot in the tournament is Guatemala. Knock out Mexico. So you know what I tell us, coach, and coach, Mexico drew with 80. So the possibility means if 80 had beaten us, even though you can't go if but or maybe. But upon all the evidence that it is pointing to 80, probably would have overwhelmed this Damref team. Guatemala took it to penalties. And unfortunately, Mexico look like they're a poor penalty team because 2-1 the penalty shootout finished. Guatemala is in the World Cup. Damref will be playing Guatemala.
Hold on the CC, hold on there.
Yeah.
CC, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, no problem, coach. But as I said before, we cannot be having this system where we have coach. And I think that's the same thing that comes down with Paul Hall. And we don't want to beat no man and say nothing, but we have to have exclusive coach. We have to have exclusivity. If a man responsible for, I'm going to show you this. Why couldn't Paul Hall be the coach for the U20 then?
He could have.
Since as them want to do the program like this, let's just say we have a head coach. I don't think enough. You don't. I think the Schaefer contract maybe I kill them and go somewhere else like that. What they did with Schaefer. But let's just put it like this. If it is that you don't think the senior program has enough job is enough like work for the head coach in terms of enough games and their stuff, then appoint the person who coaches the senior team is the person who is responsible for the under 20 team. Just do it like that then if it is that is the case. Because there's no way on earth that so we have a person who is responsible for the national program, basically. You understand what I'm saying, coach?
Yeah.
Or the assistant for the senior team is the head coach for the under 20 team. Which means I have no problem with it. That is what I think should happen. The assistant for the senior team and the head coach for the youth team, and them can't have no other coaching job that corresponds, that conflicts with this. So he can't coach the club side. But he probably can coach, and I think will come secondary is like a probably a schoolboy football team. And if he's coaching a schoolboy football team, it has to be within a period in which the youth program is not. There's not many tournaments or things going on with the youth program.
Yeah.
So like the Dakar Cup system or the Manning Cup system where you have the man a coach was. I think they have September to December, depending on what is going on. So that's why I say, that is what we have. Seeing as how we are a poor country, we don't have the resources like a lot of other countries. So we have to figure it out. The person who is assistant coach of the senior team, coaching
the U20,
the under 20 team. The person who is the assistant for the U20
coaches the under 17. And you will always have continuity, in CC, because the same philosophy and mentality will be going right throughout the ranks.
Right true, because the man who come from senior team, of course that team there, and then he's coach. Hey, man kicks people different. Man, the man who is coaching the senior team, he will pass the philosophy to the assistant coach who is coaching the U20 team, who's passing the philosophy to the assistant who is coaching the U17 team. So there's one philosophy being passed through the ranks. You understand what I'm coach?
But the upside to that, though, is if each coach really bring out the senior coach philosophy, because a man can be assistant, a man can be assistant in a CC, but believe in that philosophy, because philosophy is an individualized thing.
When I say no, but that is why that's why I think that the manager at the senior team always have to have his own team.
So them would understand. Them will work for years.
Yeah. So for them, philosophy is basically molded in the same, you understand, farm. So you've been working together for years. You carry on the same team. So it's just like our Schaefer now worked with Miguel Coley. I know Miguel Coley is with Schaefer.
Yeah.
So anyhow Miguel Coley is coaching a team, he will have his own individual thing on it, stamping up. But his thing goes along the line of a Winfred Schaefer, because you have somebody before you. So I think that is where you need to pick your own staff, because you're picking a staff that believes in your philosophy.
You're right.
You can't just have somebody be your one staff.
That's true.
Coach, why you think that when time some people reach, why you think when time you see a man reach CEO and them bring in, you realize you have some departmental ship and restructuring because him start bring, you understand? Because like a person become a business development manager. You see him bringing two officer with him and two people.
Because those are people that are seeing the same thing and have the same goal.
And then people that are there before might not necessarily give him the credence and give him the support that is required. Because a man might have say, oh, me should I get the job enough. So you now have to restructure and reform the team. And bring in your people now in that now. And try to impact the philosophy from that side there. So I think the continuity, we have to approach it in a way we understand that we're not a country that has a lot of money and resources. But we cannot be a country that relies on the Premier League coach to come coach a youth team. Because it is simply saying that Fuzzy right now, as it stands, is Waterhouse coach and no longer U20 coach, which is ridiculous.
So the U20 program are jumping now.
Yeah, because Jerome Waite was the U20 coach. And it was as a detriment to the man's job because he lost his job at Arnett. And who was the assistant coach? Look at him, tell us a coach out. Them people are coming in understand. The coach for the Jerome Waite was the assistant to the senior team. And went and became the U20 coach. And did well with the team. Jerome Waite was winning a goal, as in to win. If he had beaten Mexico, he would have qualified for the World Cup. Why did Jerome Waite not get the call to come coach the side? Because Jerome Waite would have not have a job per se. As per my knowledge, Jerome Waite is not coaching no Premier League side at the present moment. So it simply means that too much egotistical people, too much ego is in the system. Because this man could have came in and coached the team. You need a coach who is exclusive to the team. Because guess what, I'm coach? When all the preparation and things did go on, where was the coach? He was somewhere else focusing on another job. Coaching another team. Trying to win the next tournament. And everything came to our head on the night that Dominican and Jamaica played. So you are telling me that, coach, let me ask you that question. You believe, say, when Waterhouse a play the same night, how they never get instruction the night before?
Oh, you mean? Him and him coach up dialogue, your assistant. When you talk to CC, that's a ABC question you ask me, man. I passed the exam before me do it, you know.
But coach, the reason why I know that it is a simple question, but the reason why I brought it up is to say that simply means he was not locked into the Dominican game. Because he had one eye on the JPL trophy and one eye on the World Cup.
Yeah, man.
Hey, coach, a big joke. Hey, coach, a big joke thing, man.
CC, me gone left here.
Yeah, man, coach.
Hey, a big talk, that's the brother.
Coach, they're going to go and watch the same program if you let them move on the radio.
No, man, I done the show right now, CC. It really. Yeah, man. Are you done the show, man?
A drama.
We haven't done the show right now, CC. Are you Kyle? Come on with the show per long for so long, you know.
Yeah, me realize, coach, but me I tell you, me have to get space right, man. Because me I tell you, I have to explain this.
You see, it come like a dog with a bone. It come like a dog with a bone, you know, CC. He go stand up over a water, you know, and he might feel good bone in his mouth, you know. And I try to take with the other dog, and I'm reflection.
Yeah. You see this father go help us in Jamaica football camp. I don't know where we go.
Shadow Star.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, coach, man. I tell us that I know, brother.
Yeah, man.
Just suffer it. Hey, right now, it's on to the next. Because we're going to go watch you, man.
I hope.
Right now, coach, let me tell you this. I don't know why I'm not going to church. I tell you. Starting the weekend, and I'm going to church, man. I mean, some prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I can't. I'm going to wash off something, man. I can't wear to Jamaica jersey. I'm going to dip in that car. Something I have to give coach.
I girl, my closest right now for care with it. But But anyways, big up yourself, CC. Big up all the persons who are watching the show. Thanks very much for tuning in. We have to end it right now because we don't want to keep the nerve endings them are bubble too much, you know. So Monday is gonna be the game for the girls, and we hope so them can kick off the thing on a positive note. But anyways, people, thanks again for tuning in. Much respect. Until next time, stay safe. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.